But yes, we are going for top 1% Keqing once again. We have 200 original resin, we have 5 condensed. We may have some fragile, but I don't believe so. And you know where that takes us. This is the current build that we're looking at. I believe we're at top 4% right now. We have 2-piece Gladiator, 2-piece Shimenawa's Reminiscence. 12% crit rate, 11% crit damage on the flower. 31% crit damage and 3.9% crit rate. 4.1% attack on the feather. We have 3.9% crit rate, 40 EM, 27% crit damage on the attack sands. We have an electro damage goblet, 26.4% crit damage, 5.4% attack. And finally, our off-piece, 21% crit or 31.1% crit rate and 28% crit damage. These are all very hard to replace. The best one I think I could probably replace is going to be, honestly, the sands, getting some better substats. But even then, it's nearly 30 CV. Same here. Maybe I could get like an attack percent goblet. We haven't tested anything with that yet because we don't really have any good options. But yeah, let's see what we can do here. And that takes us to the Shimenawa's Reminiscence domain. So how is everybody today? Hope everyone's doing well. Only a couple more days I'll be able to say this on stream, but happy Lantern Rite to those who are being able to play it. You know what, we're bringing Keqing. Actually, wait, this is an Electro domain, so that doesn't make sense. You know what, we'll bring Lumine, why not? No reason not to. And there is run number 1 complete. Use condensed resin. Not really helpful there. Please, if you're in the audience and you hear keyboard clicking, let me know. I will try to continue to fix that. This is my first real experience with this and my second stream with it, and it was having some difficulties, so I want to make sure that everything is kept nice and able to be used for all of you. But yes, we are working on the stream of getting Keqing to top 1%. It is not gone great the past few times we've attempted to do it, but we're hoping to get something a little different here.
Pyroclastic surge!
Attempt number 2. Can we get somewhere? These are both from the wrong set. Not a good start.
Reconstitute! Be gone!
Don't know why, honestly, I brought Traveler.
Time to end them!
I just figured I didn't need her.
The flame burns on.
Boom in the corner, so that actually will do damage.
Rise with the sun.
Perfect. we get anything on attempt number 3? These are also both from the wrong set, and that is one of the worst artifact lines I have ever seen.
Extract! Wrath from the sky!
Okay.
Russian floral! Suffer the wrath of Ainsley! Be gone!
Get rid of you for a second.
Fulfill our pact! Burn it down!
There's the other one. Hello. We have Wrath from the Skies at home. Hey, Angry Ghost, can you get us some good artifacts here? I would appreciate it greatly. And these are both from the wrong set. Definitely not looking like a Shimenawa day. But we'll figure it out. Let's eat a couple bits of food.
Neutralize! Eat Laline! Eat Papa! Get him! Get light of the blazing sun!
And and we get something here. Survey says we have 1 shot, and that's HP %. With that, we'll move over to condensing the new bit of resin that we have over in Inazuma, because why not? And we'll swap out Traveler for Farina to have some healing. Everybody excited for the 5.4 update? I could say I'm looking forward to it. Alright, we need 2 more crystal fries. Thankfully, I do believe I have 2 more crystal flies sitting around the Mondstadt tree, having been uncollected currently, but not about to be. Stand still, do it in a moment. I missed. But can we recover? We can recover. Cool. Alright, we'll do a quick teleport over to Mondstadt to get these last 2 condensed. And we'll also take this amount of time to quickly switch out the party member of Lumine for Farina. Speaking of, where is Farina? There she is.
Witness my magnificent...
I know, I know. You're happy to be here. So are we. Alright. 5 more runs at it. Cutting to the Shimenawa's domain. Let us see if anything can come of it. There will be Mizuki summons on this channel. We are currently 75 into pity, so it may be very short, it may be very long. We may have our first stream YouTube short for the channel. We'll have to see how that goes. Or we could lose 50-50. We are on a 50-50. Could be a long video, could be a short video. For the sake of wallet, I hope it's a short video. Not super interested in her weapon like I would be most others.
Rise with the sun! Full throttle!
And done. Alrighty. Can we get somewhere here? Shimenawa. Alright. Not great, but at least they're both Shimenawa pieces. Maybe that's a turning point. This, do this, do this.
Time to buckle down.
Get rid of you real quick. You're gonna be the easier one to get rid of.
The end.
Annoying.
Legacy.
Especially since Farina could finish that on her own. This real quick. Get a little bit of healing as I head up the stairs. Am I still within range? Really? Is this right without... Really? You're off by the pixel? I mean, it didn't matter eventually, but, you know. It's the principle of the thing. Okay, we're back to Emblem of Severed Fate. Annoying. On the bright side, later down the line we are hoping to get Raiden to top 1%, so at the very least this could serve as a way for that to happen. You real quick, and then... Alright, the sky is red. Shimenawa's is red. So, that means we're going to get double Shimenawa's in a really great piece. Let's go. You know, we'll try that. I've yet to try an attack percent crown. So... Nope. That...
Rise with the sun. Wrath from the skies.
Done. Useless and useless. Thankfully, we do have the strong box that might be able to save us. That, do that. Do this. Pop this. Over to here.
You two, time to end this. Burn it down. Pyroclastic surge.
Nice. Cinematic finish. Now, can we get a cinematic final piece? Or final run piece. We'll try this, as it is an attack percent goblet that is on set. It would need to roll crit damage, though. One thing I've noticed for the Akasha for Keqing is that it seems to care a lot about that attack stat, since it's recommending things like Shimenawa and Gladiator. So maybe that's the push we need. But first, let's throw everything else into the Shimenawa Strongbox. All of the rest of you. Come on. I know there's a click and drag mechanic. But making me look foolish, game. Thank you. None of that is helpful. How about you two? Would you like to be helpful? No and no. One more shot, one opportunity to seize the artifact we always wanted. And we did not capture it. Alright, now these two pieces that we have here, let's salvage 4 and 5, or 3 and 4 star artifacts. Now let's see. Oh, we have a couple of 2-star artifacts. Quite literally a couple. Alright. Let's start with the goblet, of which we're only going to level past 4 if we can get crit damage. That's the wrong goblet. There we go. This needs crit damage in order to be leveled beyond 4. Flat HP is not crit damage. Now this one. Let's see how this does. All the way. That is incredibly mid. Okay. One other thing I can attempt to try is that... What do we have? Has a lot of attack percent. We'll do attack percent, and then get rid of the sub filter because this is the off piece. So reset requirements, confirm filter. Looking at attack percent specifically, what does this look like? This is 41 over 249 with 2,637 attack. We lose out on a ton of crit rate to do that. We have this, we have this. Shinyan now has this piece. Let's check the Akasha CV. See what it says. Last update 6 days ago. Top 5%. Hopefully it didn't just record mine. Okay. So this is the current build. The worst things that we have are the 480 on the flower and the 480... Actually, let me put this into the terms of CV. So we got 37 CV on both the flower and the goblet. We have 28 CV on the... Okay. So the most irreplaceable one is going to be the feather at 39 CV. And if you go here and look at this, it's going to be very hard to replace this. Let's look at the Keqing leaderboard. Can we? Yes, we can. What are the top Keqings looking like? Got 4-piece Gilded Dreams. All of them are running... So none of them are attack percent. So we do have that correct. Let's see. What's the number one NA look like? 2-piece Shimenawa, 2-piece Wanderer. What's the build? We've got an R1. Well, I haven't tried the Wanderer's Troop. It's 164 EM. We've got crit rate. Yeah, so it really cares about attack. This is a electro damage goblet. So let's take a look at what some other builds we can try are. Shimenawa, I think, is our best bet for these, just because of this flower alone. What do the other flowers look like? This is only 227 crit damage, and we are currently operating, I believe, quite above that, 257. So we could stand to lose 30 crit rate to up our, or 30 crit damage to up our crit rate. So let's get rid of these 3 pieces. I'm going to get rid of this, we're going to get rid of this, and we're going to get rid of this. We're going to keep these 2 pieces here. Actually, we could even get rid of this in theory. For those curious, there are some pieces that are obviously better. For example, this here. My Ganyu is top 1%. So my Ganyu, Farina, and one other. Who is my missing 1%? This is not mine. There we go. And Nilu are all top 1%, so I cannot take artifacts off of them. So other than that, however, we can kind of work with what we have. Okay. So going back to the top 1 NA Keqing. Wanderer is caring about crit rate, crit damage, and attack percent. So let's look at the filters that we have based on that. So let's reset this. Let's just look at crit rate and attack percent. Let's see what comes up. Crit rate, crit damage, attack percent, obviously. What does the comparable one here care about? Cares about a little bit of EM. Wait, this is my build. No, this is not my build. Okay. So it cares about crit rate, cares about crit damage. So let's look at our options for that. .9, 10.8, 10.5, 12.4. We get a little bit of attack there. This crit rate, crit damage, Crit rate, crit damage. That's definitely not it. Emily. Gilded Dreams. I did see someone using Gilded Dreams earlier. What other opportunities do we have? Let's try this one on Shinya. We get 63 EM. So that how much EM do we have now? We have 63. Okay, cool. We do need another Shimenawa's piece, so let's filter by Shimenawa. It's entirely possible that there is the ability to... Where's my Shimenawa's pieces? There we go. Alright, so we have that and we have this. Let's use this for now. But I feel like we can do better than that. Definitely not there. We have nothing here. And then here, we have that. Let's operate on the assumption that for now these are good. And then that gives us freedom to work with the other pieces. Looking at this flower, crit rate, crit damage, attack percent. What do we have that balances these options the best? And it does not matter what set for this current moment. Crit rate, crit damage, attack percent. Let's do crit rate, attack percent as the filter, and we can figure things out from there. Crit rate, attack percent, crit damage. Crit rate, attack percent, crit damage. And that also has a little bit of EM on it. So let's try this. And that leaves the crown and the... Okay, so what do we have for electro damage? Bonus goblets. We have Fischl, who has Ocean New Clan. That's not going to work. We do have these two pieces. We have this one. And then we have this. Let's try... the problem is Blizzard Strayer is not really helpful in the long run. Noblesse isn't super helpful. Let's try the Blizzard Strayer. And then for the crown, it really wants just crit damage and attack percent. Let's do crit rate and attack percent as the filters. And that comes up with Raiden's as the best one. Wait, does it want... No, yes, it wants crit damage and attack percent. So, but we want some crit damage. That's only 7. Do we want to get rid of Hu Tao's piece there? What other options do we have? What is this? It's flat attack, and we don't care about HP. It says 21.8. Let's try Hu Tao. We can always return it. So we got 2-piece Shimenawa, 64 over 254. This will obviously take it a second to kind of register. Let's go back to our account here. We were top 5, 18,202. And now we are top 72. Oh. Well, that would explain it. I was wondering how we dropped that quickly, even with bad artifacts. Or, you know, not so decent artifacts. It's really not liking the crit rate on the feather. Maybe the feather is something we should replace. Let's see where this ends up first. Walk around, let this kind of reset itself. Highly recommend doing this for those who need these for characters. Good reset. Are we still top set? Okay, we're still not getting the refresh on the artifacts. So let's go back in. just remove and equip this. See if that changes it when the next rotation comes around.
I think this time it turned out better than before.
Same mistakes over and over again.
Let's actually move. I don't have anybody randomly getting in the conversation. We shall hide here. This is the place of luck.
Restaurant? That place isn't even worth mentioning.
We're top 72. We are up to top 4 with that. Okay. So what is it saying is the worst? The goblet still. Goblet and the flower. Okay, so the flower is the worst of the two. So let's see if we can do something about that. What does it not like? It likes the crit rate the most. Okay, we can work with that information. So let's do crit rate. Can we pair this to anything? We could technically maybe pair it to Marashose Hunter. What do we have in Marashose? Crit rate 14, crit damage 6, EM 21. Can't swap off Arena. We have crit rate and 6.2, crit damage 19.4, but we do want some attack percent if possible. Crit rate 3.9, crit damage 14. No, that's not going to do it. Crit rate 2.7. No. So I think our options are trying out Hu Tao piece. Hu Tao is currently using this, so what does that put us at? 64 over 252, technically 65. We are looking at 2,152 attack. What is this one in terms of attack? 2,302, and we are 2,152. So we're about 150 less, which is suboptimal. And how bad is that compared to what we had before? 2,302 for them. What about us? We had 2,251 compared to now we have 2,152. So we're losing about 100. Have you refreshed? So we were top 4. And I don't believe that's... Okay, that hasn't swapped yet. We're waiting for that. "19 seconds. Alright, can we get any further? 14571. It's still not refreshing. Maybe I need to be out of this screen. Let's put Keqing. Why not? Arena, bye for now.
Let's go. Time is against us.
What do people think of the Keqing? Is it contrail? Is that what's considered? I'm not sure, honestly. Let's go to the Keqing lucky spot. That's where we need to go. Those who know why we're going here, know. Those who don't know, I would recommend looking up the second Lantern Rank quest. Alright. 15 seconds left before that happens again. Alright, have we updated? 14571, 14592. Or 10592. Okay, so now we're top 3. The feather is still the issue. The biggest issue. Okay, so we need something better than this.
In adventuring, as in business, you always have to seize the opportunity while it's there.
You're trying, Keqing. Okay, so once again, really liking the crit. It's hating that there's no attack percent. Hey, what can we do with this? Crit rate, attack percent. Our best option is this Ningguang. So let's try Ningguang. But then we lose 2-piece. We are just working with this. 2,288 is our new option. 2288, that's slightly more attack. And then we have 64.9 over 252. What is that compared to now? 64.9 over 254. So did we increase by... We increased by about 1 point something percent. Okay. So... Why am I getting... That's something that this gives? No. Oh, it's probably from Team Comp. If I remember correctly, there's a thing for that. Okay. Alright. 10592. Can we get beyond that? No, you did not update the artifact yet. That's fine. You can see our next closest is Raiden, so we may try to move on to Raiden, see if we can get her there. Thankfully, she's much more... Just have Emblem of Severed Fate and you're fine. Seconds left on refresh. And we get the Yu Hung to top 1%. It'll be updated now. Wow, it's really not updating. Why? I mean, we'll do the artifacts unequip re-equip thing again. Alright, a change has been made. Is it showing up in my edit profile? Can I even see what build this is? No. Sure, we'll display constellation level. Kind of forgot that you could do that. Ah, yes, the tear in the sky. I do wonder if that will ever become relevant to the actual story, or if it's just there as a design element. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. 10,592 to 11,696. So we went up, or down technically, up in percent. But with a better
I'm all for
piece.
work-life balance, but I think this is pushing it.
So the other piece did better, but had a worse CV. You liked the other piece better. Just because the substats were better? Or is it because it was on set? Let's take a look at 58 EM, 14 attack. That is the highest amount of attack percent that we have in anything in the top row. See if it's really caring about that EM. We'll give you this piece from Lanyan. That puts you up to 98 EM, 2292. And then 54 over 259. Right. We've got a couple minutes before that's going to reset itself. Interesting that even with worse CV, this cared that much about that. It almost doesn't care about crit damage at all, which is interesting. This new piece, I believe, has less crit damage. No, it has slightly less crit damage at the expense of lesser crit rate, but we have more EM, we have more. This does give us 2-piece Marchose again, which maybe that's something that Akasha will work out. You there, sir.
I need a more physically demanding job.
Jump. Let's compare here. What does this flower look like? 42 CV, it cares about the crit damage, and it likes the attack and the crit rate. Interesting. Let's go back here. 11,696. Oh, come on. Update. Obviously, this is an aggravate team. Yeah, the thing it's not liking the most is
Come on,
my...
enough procrastinating. Let's go.
Not procrastinating, we're improving you. It's not liking the EM currently. Hopefully with this next refresh we should have it. At least get us back to top 3. No. Still top 4. It likes the attack, it likes the EM, it doesn't care about the crit damage so much.
I'm all for work-life balance, but I think this is pushing it.
We definitely can do something if we can figure out what they want from this flower. So our current best was top 3%. So we can definitely get to 3. And it was with a Marashose Hunter. It was with... not this piece. Was it? No, it wasn't this piece. Was it this one? No, I think it was this one. Let's just reset. Let's just try crit rate. Let's do what this thing recommends. Let's do crit damage, crit rate. What does that come up with? This. Let's try... let's try this. The one on Arlequin. Wanderer's Troop. What was the second worst piece that this thing had on us? Technically this. Okay. And now our new stats are 2263, 53 over 273. That's not mattering. We have 2-piece Shimenawa, that's it. We can also try messing around getting rid of this flower or the feather. Maybe I'm putting too much stock into that. We get this Keqing as our template. 7.4, 270, 27.2. The feather is 16% crit rate, 10.9% crit damage, and a little bit of attack. It's almost like it cares more about crit rate there. We're also caring more about Shimenawa here versus this person's caring about Wanderer's Troop, and we are not. So that EM could also be something that's relevant here. 13.542, still 13.5. Come on, update. This is based solely on crit value. Just see something. Reset everything. No, wait. No, I want to keep the... Let's keep the feather for now. Will be the number 1 feather, right? Effectively. Flower I want to mess with. What is the highest crit rate flower that I have? Just going off of crit rate alone. 17.1. Do we have any attack here? Let's move this. That cares about crit rate. 68 over 253. It should update with the old build first, and then from there we can guess. So 13542. Now we're at top 7 with that piece. So that was not an improvement. There it cares about the crit damage. Oh, but it really likes this. Okay, let's go back. Swap some things around. And give her that piece back then. We have an incidental add, but we'll take it. But now we have no set bonus. So we're losing an 18% attack. We're going sub 2,000. I don't know if it's even possible to get top 1% without set pieces. Looking at that, what could we get rid of? Looking at some comps. This is a CV, attack percent, crit rate, crit damage. Let's look at the subset priority here. It's showing that. Yeah, Raiden is hanking as a result of this. Show substep priority. Wish it would show percentage, like new ranking, where that would actually put me. So I can go up. An attack roll puts me up. A crit rate roll puts me up 10,000 places. And we have increased the crit rate with this new piece that we've added in. But how does that actually get us somewhere? So this piece that we just replaced had 2.7. And a single roll is putting us up 10,000 places. This went from 2.7 to 17.1. So we're at least going to get that 10,000 places up, putting us at 13. 13? Crit rate increase puts us up 10,000, 11,000. Let's go 11,000. So 13,000 out of 370. Wait 25 seconds for that to go. We did have some issues in the beginning of the stream when we upload this as a video. That will be fixed. We won't have to worry about that anymore. All right. Don't say top 7. Come on. How long do I have to wait for this? Okay, so... yeah, this is our best crit value pieces currently. The feather on Keqing, I believe, is, yes, the third best. Farina has the one, and then Ganyu has the other. Don't know why Ganyu is purple. Interesting. Obviously, I can't do anything with this because it doesn't go well in Keqing. What is the next one we could potentially work with? This is already on Keqing. This one is going to be on Keqing. effectively, we could try this, I suppose. See if it increases it a little more, but I feel like it won't, since we'd be replacing the new one anyway. Also now noticing there are two of me for some reason. Good to know that this thing is just being strange. Can I fix that? Ah, now there's only one of me. Alright, top 7 to what? Top 3 again. 9,365. We've broken top 10k. 78 over 240. What do we need to increase in order to go up most spots? That's 3,000, that's 4,000. So we need more crit rate. My goodness, this thing loves its crit rate. How can we get more crit rate? What has the most... Okay, let's just filter by crit rate. Hu Tao... That increases me by 0.4%. Sure. That's going to be so minuscule, I don't even think it's going to do anything. 78.5 over 233.5. 1932. I feel like I'm going to go down as a result of this, honestly. Like we're top 3% also in... Actually, we're slightly higher on the top 3%. Lion's Reward builds. Top 4% on Light of Foliar. Sadly, I don't have Light of Foliar. Plus, it doesn't really do anything. So... Alright. 9365 is our current to beat. While we're waiting, let's head over to, I believe, Masanori. We can do a little damage test. What team does this recommend? This recommends... Keqing, Kujo, Sara, Kazuha, and Bennett. So great. Now, if I don't have two of me, then there's none of me when I go back to Genshin. Hey, again. Fine. I suppose there's going to have to be two of me. Thankfully, we can edit duplicate me out in post. And I'll figure out what is causing that weird issue. Hello, Masanori. Yes. Shall we meet again? Alright. Before we do that, did we update? 9360. We went down a single spot as a result of that. As I expected. Wait, what? This isn't the current build, is it? Did we just go down a spot naturally? How do we replace this? No, we did not replace this. What did we... 41, 46, 35, 42, 27. No substat priority. You are caring still the most about crit rate. What do I have that is attack percent and crit rate on the Sands department? Yoimiya. Sure. Alright, and what did I have? I had this. Okay. Now we're back to... Oh, no, we still have two-piece marshals. Okay. The team we want, Kujo Sara. Where are you? Kazuha, we need you.
Alright, let's head off.
Yes, I'm aware. And then we need... Where are you, Sara? I know I have you built at like level 80. There we go.
I will lead us to victory.
Shush. Alright, and then... Bennett. I said Bennett.
Ah, now
Okay,
there's
we'll
an
operate
idea.
without Bennett for the
Oh,
time being.
just a moment, please.
Unsurprisingly,
I need
he's
to
dead.
Jot this down.
We shall spar. Alright.
Flash! Don't blink! Hey! Cut to the chase!
Let's do this.
No turning
Do
back.
this.
Speed of light!
We need a little bit of an aggravate. Spread.
Extract!
The wind knows
This.
Strike! Incoming! With sword comes shadow.
25. A swirl going.
Flash!
One more push should do it.
Hey!
That's a pretty fast clear. Alright. What are we looking at? Also, yeah. What are we looking at now? Top 2. Alright. 41, 40. It's this it doesn't like. Now, what are you caring about? Crit rate no longer you care about. Crit damage is what you care about now. Okay. I am a trained professional, folks. So I would recommend don't do this at home. Okay, crit rate, crit damage. You care more about crit damage now. Current is 12.4. That is 12.4. That is not helping. This is even worse. Okay, so let's do this instead and see what happens. I think that's our best option. That's the closest we're gonna get. It's a 1 change, I think. Yeah, that's quite literally the closest we're gonna get to having an actual improvement. Is this Shenhe piece. Now let's see what this looks like. We wait for that to reset. What are we currently... Saying that works, we go up 1,957 spots, which that should get us there, I have to imagine. To that top 1% mark. Sure, let's do it. Alright, do this. Do this.
Don't blink! Cut to the chase! Right idea from time.
Okay, well, we want Bennett in the team. That.
Fresh and floral!
This.
Glory to the Shogun!
Not sure if the damage numbers were particularly better. Alright, we are at 4,719. What are we at? Still 4,719. Top 2%. Can we get to 1 with this final piece adjustment? Surely.
In adventuring, as in business, you always have to seize the opportunity while it's there.
I agree. And you know what? Let's replace Emily with Farina because of her first increase.
My magnificence!
I'm aware of your magnificence. Now, can you please heal
Shall begin.
my Keqing? Thank you. Appreciate it. Greatly appreciated. We should be good once this respawns. So why are there two? We're not my match until we meet again. We're going to keep you in this mode so we can not have your little guys going about and assisting.
Incoming. Hey! Ha!
Alright. Whirl.
Clouds high.
Ultimate.
Birds come.
Time to
Ultimate.
shine.
This. Do
Speed of
this.
light. Ha! With sword comes shadow.
51,000. Nice. Do this.
Strike. Don't blink.
49,000. 12. 16. Didn't even see that number. Okay, cool. 24,719. Do we break the 1% barrier? 4,413? Seriously? What do you not like now? No substat priority. Now you want the crit rate back. Make up your mind. Where else am I going to get that crit rate from? This is the highest crit rate I have on this piece. This is the highest crit rate I have on this piece. I don't think I can make a better goblet than what I currently have. That's significantly worse. That's significantly worse. That's significantly worse. Significantly worse. And yeah, I can't do a better piece than that. Can't do a better piece than this. You want crit rate. That's going down, but going up. Yeah. Huh. What do we have that we could even try? Now you want crit rate. So let's prioritize crit rate then crit damage. That gives us this Mona piece. That's ER. What's my best attack percent option? That's this. Next stuff isn't even close. And this is what gives us the top 2%. That puts us at 85 over 218. The only other thing I could try is this. Crit rate, crit damage, which brings us back to that original piece. Alternatively, we have this. Let's just look at some comparisons here. Crit rate, we lose. It's the same. It's slightly more crit damage. You get some EM. Alternatively, what's the Shalonen piece? Same amount of crit rate. You get some EM, and you get a lot of defense you don't want. Shenhe, you get less crit damage, more attack percent, some EM. You don't care about HP. Shimenawa, doesn't matter. Let's try this. Now we have no set bonus, so we've lost attack percent. This is giving us 19 flat, so... this is a tiring process. Yes, I know. Let's let you do your refresh so you can tell me how bad I am. 4,413. What? Okay, so that just happened naturally. Fine. Let's do it. Let's look at the damage numbers now.
May I present?
I need you to give me.
Wind strike.
Come on, give me the ult. Give me the ult. Come on.
This will do!
Let my name echo in song. Quiver.
This. This.
Cut to the chase.
What kind of damage are we looking at? 48,000. I feel like I went down.
As one with wind and cloud.
Flash. Hey. Hey. No turning back. Don't blink. Nowhere to hide. Speed of light.
Yeah, damage definitely went down there. Definitely. Alright, 4413. Now we're 16,000. As I expected once I did that swap. But that needs to put us back to this piece. Giving us back the two-piece Marachose Hunter. Putting us back at this. Until we meet again, then.
The show begins.
What's
Quiver. Hey.
Clouds high. The birds call.
With sword comes shadow. Strike. Quiver. Incoming. Hey.
end you!
Bang.
Strength was suffice. Fall before me!
Alright. Hop ult.
The world collide.
Wind strike.
Ult.
One with wind and cloud.
Pop this.
Speed of light. Nowhere to hide.
Pop this. And in combo, it's good, but... Okay, it's from 16,000 to what? Are we back to top 2? That wasn't... Really? That wasn't enough time? You need more time? Ah. "38 seconds. Be enough to get up here."
Incoming.
I clearly pointed higher than that game, but okay. It's fine. And I totally didn't pass the Adventurers Guild. I don't know what you're talking about.
Astra. Thank you for complete.
Thank you.
Don't blink. Hey.
Pretty sure some of my best pieces are... The only other thing I could even think of trying this Keqing is that I'm noticing this substat priority does not care one bit about electro damage bonus. So maybe an attack percent goblet would be the place to go, but... Are we back at 2? No, you somehow still are not updating that I gave this piece back. Well, once this registers that we are back to top 2%, or rather, yeah, top 2%, I think that's where we'll end the stream, because I don't think we're going to be able to get to top 1. But that does tell us that we're very close. I do know some people who have done top 1% before. I'll ask them what they think needs to be improved. If you have an idea of what I should be looking for, let me know in the comments. And if you're here live, feel free to put it into the chat itself, because I'm running out of ideas. Once we are done with Keqing, we'll move on to the Raiden Shogun, who I think most of her good pieces, or at least a couple of them, are... Oh, never mind. They are not stolen. Alright, surely you've been updated by now. Be back to the top 2% we were at earlier. 4,719. The end build for today. 4,719. The worst is this. And it wants... I'm pretty sure it's a crit damage increase. A crit damage increase. Alternatively, we could try for an attack increase, but I don't think that's going to matter. Because the only way I get that is off of replacing something else. Then, looking at this... Looking at the comps, it's not even close. It's not even close. It's not even close. Yeah, there's just nothing we can quite get there with. Alright, everybody. Well, we did try to get to that top 1% spot. We will return in a couple of days' time to try to do it again once we have full condensed, full original. And till next time, everybody, this is Blaze from Blazing Flame Studios, signing off.